So immediately, don't look at the back of my head. Hey besties and welcome back to my channel. For those who are new here, I'm Sophia and I love reading romance books. So last month to choose my April TBR, I used a TBR jar and I had a really good time. It made me read a lot of books that I maybe wasn't planning on reading, and so we're gonna do it again. I have added a few new prompts into the jar to kind of spice things up a little bit, but regardless, I'm so excited. Let's pick the first one, shall we? I also folded them a little bit smaller so that hopefully we get, I don't know, they move around a bit easier. Okay, first one. Oh, there's two. Take back everything I just said. Why can't I open it? A book where the main characters are in college. I told myself before filming this video that I was not picking Say You Swear again, and I'm gonna stick to my word because no, I still haven't read Say You Swear. I've had it on my TBR for like 2 months now and I still haven't gotten to it. So immediately, don't look at the back of my head. Do not look at the back of my head. That is so disrespectful. I don't know, is the back of my head's pretty puffy. Anyway, a book where the two main characters are in college. Immediately, I'm looking at Sophie Lark's Kingmakers Academy series. I still have The Spy and The Savage to read, so obviously I would pick The Savage. The Spy. I would pick The Spy. Lucky Hit by Hannah Cohen. Playing Hard to Get by Playing by the Rules by Monica Murphy. You know what? I think I'm gonna go. So I think I'm gonna go for The Spy by Sophie Lark. This one is a kind of like a mafia children college thing. The first time I heard someone describe it as like mafia Hogwarts, I was hooked, and that has not left my vocabulary since. But this one I will say I'm like extra excited for because the love interest, who's the female protagonist in this? I don't actually know, but do I know? No, I don't. Do I? I feel like it was mentioned in The Bully, but I've just forgotten. But the heroine and hero, the hero especially, has been a secret, and I'm pretty sure he remains a secret for like 50% of this book, and his POVs are just like called The Spy, which I'm so excited for. I have my suspicions. I feel like it's gonna be Aries, but I'm like, I don't know if Aries gets a book, so I'm really excited nonetheless, and I cannot wait to read this one. I love Sophie's writing so much. I absolutely fly through her books and they're just so entertaining, especially the series. It's so addicting. Now we're going to choose our next one. I think I'm going to choose... Am I going to do 8 again? I think I'm going to do 8 again. Gives me a bit of variety within my mood reading habits. Okay. Go on, that's like multiple. All right, a book with a great first sentence. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go through and read first sentences now. I'm just gonna pull down a bunch of books that I've like added to my TBR recently, and we're gonna see if any of them are contenders. I am also, if you couldn't tell by the books that I'm pulling down, firmly back in my dark romance era. Haunting and Hunting Adeline did an absolute number on me, and I cannot get enough of this stuff since. That makes sense? No idea. In a jam? Am I feeling in a jam? I feel like I'm in a jam. Oh my god. Do I add this one to the pile? I am 100 pages in, but I put Binding 13 on pause until I was in like a better headspace, better mental capacity to properly appreciate this book, so we're including it in this video. I don't know if I'm gonna read it this month, but it was January 10th 2005. That's not a great first line. In a Jam, Kate Canterbury. Oh, that's so cute. Look at all the stars. Oh my god. Okay, today's learning objective: students will be able to know when it's time for an axe. That's a bit ominous. I was in my wedding dress when he called. Dress, veil, shoes, and an industrial strength corset to smooth down my squish. It was a great cupcake of a gown too. Heavy and poofy and impractical for a July wedding, but it looked perfect nonetheless. Everything was perfect. It's intriguing. I'm gonna assume she's a teacher. I think that is part of the plot. Did she like go to a small town and tutor this guy's kid? I don't know. It's intriguing though. It's a maybe. We're gonna keep investigating our other possibilities, but in a jam, potentially. Then we have When She Unravels by Gabrielle Sands. Valentina T. Mama married one of the most important New York City dons when she was only 18. I'm intrigued already. Oh my god. I just read the first paragraph. Safe to say this sounds really good. Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. I feel like this video is immediately so different to the last one because there is so much dark romance already. Last time I was still like firmly in my sports romance era, but that's a very strange dedication. It says, to baby shark, step aside, daddy shark is here now. I don't know how to feel about that. Prologue, the first sentence, stop staring. The first sentence is, stop staring at me, fucker. My leg bounces profusely and I force myself to stop for the millionth time. I'm making it obvious that I'm nervous, but how she steals someone's identity, right? I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. Like, she steals someone's identity and runs off to Australia. Look, it sounds interesting, but we're basing this prompt off the first line and I'm not intrigued. So next we're gonna try Reaper by Asa Varelli. I finished Crow last night. This series is about to become my new obsession. Oh my god. Crow was so freaking good. I can't wait to review it for you guys. The prologue, the font in this is big and immediately I'm impressed. I don't like you going out with that guy, Ma says. Okay. So we are gonna decide between When She Unravels and In a Jam by Kate Canterbury. How am I feeling? This is one of the rare occasions where I'm actually not already reading a book. As I said, I finished Crow last night and I haven't picked anything else up yet. So right now, I'm in the mood to continue with my mafia obsession. So just on that fact, but In a Jam sounds really good. And just based on that fact that I am loving dark romance at the moment, I'm gonna pick When She Unravels by Gabrielle Sands. I haven't heard a whole lot about this one, so I'm very excited to find out if it's worth reading. And obviously, once I finish all of these mafia books that I've got accumulated on my shelves, you will be getting a recommendation video. So that just like encourages me even more to pick this one. But it does sound really good. And the first sentence, color me intrigued. Third one, here we go. I'm gonna try and speed this up so we don't end up with like a 25-minute TBR video again. Okay, is that one? I think that's one. A book one of your favorite booktubers loves. Oh my god. Listen, I watched one of Destiny's videos today and she talked about Binding 13 in it and how much she loved it and the fact that she's reread it like twice already this year. So I feel like it's only right that I would pick this one up. As I said, I'm already like 100 pages into it. When I am in the correct mental space this month to read this book, you best believe I will be reading it. I have the entire rest of the series right here because I heard they're getting traditionally published and I'd already bought the first one, so I was like, I need the rest of them to match. So yeah, I'm gonna choose Binding 13 and now we're gonna pick our next prompt. Okay, this one feels like it's gonna be a short one. Oh no. A book set in a different country. A lot of the books on my bookshelves are set in different countries because I'm Australian. Not a lot of books get set in Australia except for Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. So I feel like my opportunities with this one are truly endless. Watch me pick Say You Swear. I'm not gonna do that to you. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Reaper by Asa Varelli because, as I said earlier, I finished Crow last night. I want to keep rolling with this series. Ronan, I cannot wait to read his book. The things I've heard about this man, and I know this one is like so many people's favorite in the series. So a third mafia for the month, that feels a little bit too much. Is it too much? No, we're gonna read it. Okay, fifth one, here we go. Am I gonna read all 8 of these books? Probably not, but it gives me a nice selection. Okay, there's like a lot there. Alrighty. Okay, a book starting with a random letter. Oh, we have to get the random letter generator up on Google. This one I'm like actually really excited to do because it's something a little bit different. You know what I mean? Something a little bit different. Generate random letter. E. That's such a left field letter. How? I don't think I'm gonna find anything with that. I mean, there's The Enforcer by Avery Kalin. Does that count? Okay, we're gonna try again because E is a really bizarre letter for a book title. Y. Yeah, I don't think I have any books with the letter Y at the start either. So we're gonna try again. I don't think I'm gonna have anything with I either. Oh my god, this is not going well. Okay, we're gonna have to go again. R. Surely I have something with R. Oh, if I didn't choose Reaper earlier, I could have done that. All right, we're going for another one. L. I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm not gonna say anything. We're not jinxing it. Okay. Lucky Hit by Hannah Cohen. Oh my god, thank god. We finally found a book. Okay. So, for the prompt, it was a book starting with a random letter. I randomly generated several letters before we came to L. And so I have chosen Lucky Hit by Hannah Cohen. This one I believe is her debut novel, and it's a college hockey sports romance, which never fails to impress me. Okay, what is this? Number 6. Here we go. Mix them up a little bit. An author whose first or last name starts with the letter T. I swear to god, if there's nothing for this, I'm gonna be mad. Already this is not looking good, but I would have written this prompt with the book in mind, and I just remembered what book that was. I wrote that prompt last month with a certain book in mind. The certain book was Mile High by Liz Tomford, but obviously I have read that one, and so we're gonna pick up The Right Move by Liz Tomford. How much do I want to say? So I read Mile High during April. I loved the first like 50%, not even, like how do I articulate my thoughts? I had a really good time with it. I loved the characters, but the writing got like very repetitive and boring to me, so I ended up skimming kind of like the last 10% of the book, and so I'm hoping The Right Move is not like that. The storyline sounds really good. I love Indy and I love Ryan from Mile High, which are the two characters in this one. I also know it is a forced proximity. They're roommates, which that is a trope that I will always love, and I will die on that hill. So this one has a lot of potential for me. I'm hoping it lives up to the hype. I know a lot of people prefer this one over Mile High, and a lot of people have been absolutely raving about this book, and so I'm really hoping it lives up to the hype. I'm excited to read it nonetheless. I just hope the writing is a little bit better and like it doesn't drag down the story. Okay, what is this? Number 7. I'm definitely not reading 7 books in May. I'm just putting that out there right now. I'm not reading 7 books. My reading goal is like crashing and burning. I set a reading goal of 65 books. I've read 20. Actually, that's not that bad, but like I don't have high hopes. I don't think I'm gonna make it, honestly. Give an author a second chance. Oh my god. This is a prompt I put in today with no one in mind, so I'm a little bit concerned because so many of the books on my shelf, so many authors on my shelf, they're either new to me authors or I love their books and I religiously read them. So this is going to be interesting to find a book for. The sun just went away and now I'm very bright up the front here. Why does it feel like we're like in a horror movie right now? You know what? I'm gonna browse my books while we wait for the sun to come back. So, an author who I should give a second chance. I am going to interpret this trope a little bit loosely again, me and my loose interpretations. I'm going to interpret it as potentially giving a DNF book another shot, as well as potentially reading like a second book by an author. I think I've found my book, but I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep looking just in case. My hair, it's kind of giving with this light, I'm not gonna lie. You know what, given that I'm back in my like dark romance toxicity era, I'm gonna pick up Falcons Prey by Sheila Murray. I tried reading this one, gosh, like 6 months ago now. I got actually not that far into it at all. I got 40 pages into it. I thought I got so much further into it than that. But given that I'm back in my dark romance, mafia, toxic era, we're gonna give this one another shot. I'm hoping I like love it more this time around. The cover kind of scandalous, but like kind of love it. So I believe this one is a bodyguard romance. Since I can remember, I've been a pawn in someone's game. Danger was looming, but never enough to harm me. What the hell does that say? Until now. Look at that and tell me you can't read that cursive. Tell me you can read that cursive, because I can't. Then he came along, my new bodyguard, the only person who saw past my edges. Meanwhile, I was rooted deep in a web of deception, trying to save myself. He was supposed to protect me and keep me from harm's way. Just like everyone else, he wanted to break me. Now we've both been thrown into a game neither one of us wanted to play. I was taught to be unbreakable like a diamond. I was a diamond and I can't read the cursive. I was a diamond and diamonds don't break. Okay, the blurb gave me nothing. But I think I'm going to choose this one, and nonetheless I'm going to give it a second go. I am still very much intrigued. It sort of meets the prompt, it sort of doesn't, but I don't think any author that I haven't liked, I don't buy a second book from them, so this is the closest we can get. Okay, 8th and final prompt. Oh, that one. Okay, here we go. I can't unwrap it. Where is it? Retelling. Do I own any? I really want to read Inner Jam from that first line. What did I choose for the first line one? Oh, When She Unravels. I want to read that too though. Why am I having this dilemma now? No idea. Okay, so I think the only retelling that I own and have yet to read is Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert. This one I haven't heard a lot about. I see a lot about Neon Gods and Electric Idol, but not so much this one. I'm pretty sure this is a MMF book, and I don't know who it's about. Oh, Achilles, Patroclus, and Helen of Troy. In Olympus, you either have the power to rule or you are ruled. Achilles Callus, is that his actual name? Does Achilles have a last name? But as a child, he vowed he would claw his way into the poisonous city's inner circle. Now that a coveted role has opened to anyone with the strength to claim it, he and his partner, Patroclus Photos, plan to compete and double their odds of winning. Neither expect infamous beauty Helen Casios to be a part of the prize or the complicated fire that burns the moment she looks their way. This actually sounds really good. I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, but this one, it's going on my TBR for this month. That's all I have to say. There's art in the front of it. I don't know if I can show you it. I feel like it'd probably be fine. There's this in the front of it. That's so cool. Do the other books have that? I don't think the other books have that. Yeah, the other books don't have that. Okay, well, that was a interesting little tangent. You know what? This month's TBR is actually very pretty. I will lift it up for you in 2 seconds. She's actually so pretty. Oh my god. How good is that? There's like a color scheme, like orange, white, black, and green. I'm obsessed with that. That's so cute. Okay, should we do a little recap of everything on my TBR? I think we should. So first up we have Wicked Beauty by Katie Robert for the prompt of a retelling. Then we have Falcons Prey by Celie Mari. Falcons Prey by Celie Mari for the prompt of give an author a second chance. I'm kind of interpreting this one loosely and giving the book a second chance, but the author is a part of the book. So then we have The Right Move by Liz Tomford for the prompt of an author whose first or last name starts with a T. I'm pretty sure Liz Tomford is the only author on my bookshelf who starts with a T in any way, so I'm not complaining. I'm interested to give her another shot. Oh my god, she's an author that I'm giving a second chance to as well. Very fun. Lucky Hit by Hannah Cohen. This one I chose for a book starting with a random letter, and the letter was L. Then we have for the prompt of a book one of your favorite booktubers loves, we have Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I just know I'm gonna love this series so much and I can't wait to keep reading it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna love this so much. I'm not prepared for the emotional turmoil this book is about to put me through, but I'm also like really prepared, but I'm not prepared because I need to be in a headspace where I can actually sit down and read like the entire series in a week and properly appreciate it and just be like immersed and then heartbroken when it's over. Why do I do this to myself? I have no idea. Next up we have a book set in a different country, and I chose Reaper by A. Zavarelli. I'm not gonna lie, there was another prompt in that jar for a book that is set in Australia, and I was really hoping I was gonna pull it out so that I could read this, but I'm not going to complain about this choice either because A. Zavarelli's writing is like right up my alley. And Ronan, I need Ronan's book, man. Oh my god. Ronan is like the grumpiest man, but I just know he's gonna have a sweet spot for Sasha and it's gonna be adorable. Can't wait to read it. This one going on my bed to read tonight. Okay, then we have When She Unravels by Gabrielle Sands. I chose this one for a book with a great first sentence. And then last but not least, we have a book where the main characters are in college, and this one, they're in college. I was gonna say it's a bit of a loose interpretation, but they're in college, even if it is a mafia college. Alrighty, and that is my TBR plus the Reaper, which is over on my bed. They're still so pretty together. I'm gonna have to take a book photo of them. I will see you in the next video. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in the next one. And I will also hopefully read most of this TBR because it's a really good TBR. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.